Rajya Sabha or upper house or council of states has a significance in our parliamentary democracy. Yesterday we have seen elections for Rajya Sabha. Voting was held for 19 seats across 8 states amid coronavirus. Actually, the Rajya Sabha elections in the present phase was to be held on March 26, 2020. They got postponed due to COVID-19 and yesterday the elections were held. In this process, we should understand what is Rajya Sabha's election process and how members in Rajya Sabha get selected. As we all know, Lok Sabha is a directly elected body. Rajya Sabha is an indirectly elected body. The tenure of Lok Sabha member, unless dissolved earlier, is 5 years, whereas the tenure of Rajya Sabha elected member is 6 years. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body and it will never be dissolved. The minimum age to get elected to Lok Sabha is 25 years, whereas for Rajya Sabha it is 30 years. Rajya Sabha is expected to check hasty legislation and populist policies and provide long-term vision for governance and policy making. For that reason, Rajya Sabha is also called as Elders' House. On certain occasions like Article 312, creation of a new All India service, or if Parliament wanted to make a law in the state list, on certain occasions Rajya Sabha's role is very key. It plays a crucial role. One more fact about Rajya Sabha is the chairman of Rajya Sabha is vice president. He is an ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. This fact itself shows that Rajya Sabha is very significant in our democracy, as it provides an elderly opinion, expert opinion on various policy issues. Coming to Rajya Sabha election, Rajya Sabha election was also conducted by Election Commission of India. Unlike the upper house in America, that is the Senate, which have equal representation from all states. In America, there are 50 states. Each state will send 2 representatives. 50 into 2 is equal to 100. In India, 4th schedule of our constitution deals with representation of states in Rajya Sabha. All states do not have equal representation in Rajya Sabha. Why? As per the Constitution of India, allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha for each state is made on the basis of population of each state. This is a crucial point. Allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha is based on population of each state. So, as we have different population figures for each state, the allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha also varies. The Rajya Sabha today have 245 members, out of which 233 are elected by the state legislatures and 12 are nominated. The union territories, the UTs, which have legislatures, which have legislative assemblies, will participate in Rajya Sabha elections. The union territories which do not have legislative assemblies, they do not participate in Rajya Sabha elections. And the elected members of state legislative assemblies, participate in the Rajya Sabha elections, and so our MLAs will vote for the Rajya Sabha members, they will elect the Rajya Sabha members, and 12 are nominated by the President from the fields of literature, science, art, social service. For Rajya Sabha, 12 are nominated from the fields of literature, science, art, social service. Coming to Rajya Sabha election formula. In Rajya Sabha, the election formula is, it's an open ballot, not a secret ballot. It's an open ballot. Remember, if a party gives a whip to vote for a particular candidate, if the party MLA goes and votes, and that will be seen by the party agent. So, Rajya Sabha election is not a secret ballot, but it is an open ballot. You should follow party whip in Rajya Sabha elections. That means individual MP will not have an individual choice in Rajya Sabha election. He has to follow a party whip. So, first of all, the election formula of Rajya Sabha election: proportional representation by means of single transferable vote with an open ballot system. Should remember this word. Proportional representation by means of single transferable vote with open ballot system. The names of the candidates are printed on the ballot paper, and MLAs have to mark their preferences. Remember, they should not give the ticks. They should mark preferences. My first preference, my second preference, my third preference, like that. And if they don't want to give third preference or fourth preference or second preference, they need not be, if they can give first preference. So, in Rajya Sabha elections, you should not give a tick or something like a pencil mark like that. You should give my first preference, second preference. So, like that, first preference vote, second preference vote. MLAs have to mark their preferences for the candidates like 1, 2, 3, 4 against the names of the candidates, And next is, the candidate that gets more number of first preferences will be elected. The candidate who gets more number of first preferences will be elected. So, don't ask me the question, how many first preference votes the candidate should get to get elected with absolute majority, because the number which is required to get elected for Rajya Sabha depends on the strength of that state assembly and the number of MP vacancies in that state. Okay. So, the strength of each Rajya Sabha vote and how much number a Rajya Sabha MP needs to get elected as an MP differs from state to state. It depends on the strength of the legislative assembly and the vacancies for Rajya Sabha at that point of time from that state. So, these two things are very important. So, to win, what is the formula to win? What is the formula that is required for a winning candidate and to contest in the elections? I will take the example of AP State Legislative Assembly in the Rajya Sabha election. I will take the example now. Yesterday, there is an voting in Andhra Pradesh for 4 Rajya Sabha seats. For example, if there are 4 Rajya Sabha seats and 4 candidates, there won't be an election. And in yesterday's election, there are 4 seats and 5 candidates, 4 YSRCP candidates and 1 TDP candidate. So, what is the strength of AP State Legislative Assembly? It is 175. The formula goes like this. For each election, for each Rajya Sabha seat, the formula goes like this. Number of MLAs into 100 by number of vacancies plus 1. Number of MLAs into 100 by number of vacancies plus 1, and in total again plus 1. For example, take Andhra Pradesh, 175 MLAs into 100. What is 175 into 100? 17,500 by how many vacancies are there? 4. 4, I ask you to add plus 1. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 17,500 by 5 in total plus 1. So, finally, the figure comes like this. Each Rajya Sabha member to get elected from Andhra Pradesh should get minimum of 36 MLA support. This is the figure. So, in Andhra Pradesh, if you wanted to get an MLA position, if you want to get an MP position, you need to get the support first preference votes of 36, minimum of 36 MLAs, and this support strength will vary from state to state as per the state legislative assembly strength and vacancies in the Rajya Sabha positions.